All right, here we go, folks. So today, what I'm going to go over is our Gummi Bear Lab. Now, we just finished going over our paper airplane lab, which was our introduction to scientific method. Now we're going to use some of the terms that we saw in the paper airplane lab to kind of design our own little mini lab. Now, this one's going to be flexible for what you choose to do and how you choose to do it, because we don't have these same resources that we would if we were all in the room. If we were all here, I would hand out enough gummy bears and enough cups for everybody to test the same way, or at least with the same materials. Since everyone is going to be home, whenever I say gummy bear, you can substitute any food item that you want to, as long as you can get some kind of measurement about it at the end of, let's say, 2 hours. So let me introduce the lab to you. I'll explain it pretty quickly, and hopefully that'll help anybody who does have questions. So presenting up the Gummi Bear Lab. All right. So now what you're seeing here is your Gummi Bear Lab. It is in lab number 2 folder. And basically what you're going to want to do is we are going to make our own experiment. To do that, first we're going to choose one of these questions. This is your problem. This is your step 1. Will changing the water temperature affect how quickly a gummy bear dissolves in water? Will dismembering, which means cutting apart, a gummy bear dissolve faster? So does a cut up one dissolve faster than a whole one? Does the color of a gummy bear affect how quickly it dissolves? Or will gummy bears dissolve faster in acidic water? Now, these don't have to be the only questions you choose. If you have another question, you are welcome to try that as well. Make sure you get approval from family and other people sharing your home space. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our gummy bears, or whatever food you choose, some beakers or cups, and then whatever else you need. If you take a look down here, they have some really good suggestions, right? A standard knife can help dismembering the gummy if that's what you choose to do. Vinegar is great if you want to test the acidic water. Most of you will not have a triple beam balance at home, so in which case a ruler will work just fine. And you just measure the length to see, did it get bigger or did it get smaller from where it started? Now, the back of this page is really unclear unless you know what to do. It's just a series of boxes. So let me explain what I would like you to fill out in each one of these boxes. So in box number 1, what we're going to do is we are going to fill out, and let me move our camera over here, your problem. Which question did you choose out of those beginning ones, or did you come up with your own? Write that into the first box. Box number 2, I want you to write down what your independent variable is going to be. We saw this in the airplane lab for question number 2. It said choose one characteristic about the plane that you're going to change. This is your independent variable. So now you want to pick what is the one thing that you are going to change. Write it into the second box. In the third box, you're going to write down your dependent variable. This one appeared in question 3 of the airplane lab, where it said we are going to measure the distance that the airplanes fly as our dependent variable. That's our data. So what will be your data? What will be the measurements that you take? Write that down in box number 3. And then finally, box number 4, I want you to write down your conclusion. So what were your results? Use numbers, which means you're going to want to, somewhere on this page or another one, jot down the data for how your gummy bear started. So you might want to write down, if we're measuring, let's say, mass, right? At the start, you measured the gummy bear and it was 3 grams. At the end, you measure the gummy bear and it's 5 grams. Now you have numbers to prove your conclusion. Whether your idea was right or wrong, remember, that's not important. But we need data to support it. If you don't get your starting measurement, you're going to have to redo the whole lab. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Gummi Bear Lab. It should be really easy, really straightforward, and it shouldn't stress you too much. Remember, if you don't have gummy bears, pick another food source. Just about any form of chewy or gummy candy will work really well with it. If you don't have that, vegetables. Try some vegetables or a type. If that doesn't work, fruit. If fruit won't work, cereal. If cereal won't work, grab a piece of bread and wad it up into a ball or something. Try that. All right. We have a lot of variability that will all work fine for this. So I hope that makes it clear and helps everybody to better understand what we expect from the Gummi Bear Lab. You should be able to have this turned in by Monday. It's going to be pretty quick. All right. Have a great day. And